connecting neighborhoods across the Treasure and Magic Valleys, telling stories from within our communities. This is Good Morning Idaho.
Hey, Good Morning Idaho, and we start a brand new week and a brand new hour on Good Morning Idaho. Hope you had a great holiday weekend, everyone. I'm senior reporter Roland Barris, and it's good to have you along. Here's what's coming up from our team of neighborhood reporters this morning, like a story new from our Brady Caskey, breaking down 4th of July wildfires by the numbers, why this year was a step in the right direction. Mother Nature probably had something to do with that partially. Plus, we are tracking devastating flooding in central Texas. It's killed over 80 people, with dozens more still missing, as 20 different agencies continue to search efforts this morning. Just unbelievable how fast that happened. We'll get to those stories coming up in just a moment. First, let's get the latest on our weather with Sophia Cruz. Boy, we're lucky here. We've got it so nice. I can't believe how much water hit Texas all at once.
Yeah, it's very torrential flooding in that area, so I think my heart just goes out to the whole community, especially because I have a younger sibling who's 11, and I couldn't imagine how the families are feeling after the holiday weekend, and also how their lives are now changed forever, especially with what all went down at Camp Mystic, which I'll dive a little bit more into it throughout our morning. But closer to home, it's a dry start, and really you're going to notice the main thing that we talk about is heat this week. So big story for us here. While temperatures aren't going to be the hottest necessarily that we'll see today, as you head into work and through the start of it, you've got lower 60s by lunchtime, mid 80s, so not too bad if you still want to sit on that patio. But by dinner time, that's when you're going to want to start to pull out your freezers. Lower 90s, and this is just a mere warm up for what we'll see tomorrow, but it's going to be short sleeve weather today. Sunglasses, hat. Make sure you're staying shaded also if you work outside. And we know triple digits are on the way for tomorrow, Roland, but even just the thought of that makes me just already want to stand in a freezer.
I know. Sophia mentioned earlier, it's only 5 months away until December. All right, that's where mindset is this morning. Thanks, Sophia. Appreciate it. Turning to the news now this morning. And after a potential weekend sighting of him here in Idaho, the search continues this morning for Travis Decker, the man suspected of murdering his 3 young daughters. And this is what we know. According to a recent release, Travis Decker was possibly sighted in the Bear Creek area of the Sawtooth National Forest. The U.S. Marshals received a tip on Saturday from a family that claims to have seen a person whose description matches Decker's. The family also reported the man they saw didn't respond when spoken to and avoided eye contact. Decker, if still alive, has been on the run for over a month now, and just last week authorities reported that they were switching part of their manhunt to a recovery effort. He's between 5'8" and 5'10" and has extensive wilderness survival and military training. If you see him, contact the U.S. Marshals Office immediately.
Hundreds of first responders from some 20 different agencies are on the ground and in the air, searching for dozens of people still missing after catastrophic floods swept through Texas's hill country. This time-lapse video shows the speed at which the Llano River rose Friday night. Floodwaters brought down trees, homes, and buildings, tearing through Camp Mystic, where 750 girls were spending the holiday weekend. Some are still reported missing. Most of the fatalities happened in Kerr County. Reagan Brown's elderly parents live there in Hunt, Texas. They escaped the rising waters and rescued their 92-year-old neighbor who was trapped in her attic.
She's never seen anything like it. So this is the highest anybody that we know has ever witnessed the water in this valley.
Among those killed, Dr. Catherine Eads, who was camping in an RV with her husband, Jane Ragsdale, director of Heart of the Hills Camp, and 27-year-old Julian Ryan, father of 2 young sons. With more rain on the way, first responders are using boats and helicopters to reach people holding onto trees. ABC's Medea Villarreal embedded with the Coast Guard as they search through the dense forest.
We got a FLIR camera on the front of the aircraft. You can see back there, it's that little black ball turret up there. But it is a very good camera that we have, and it's also an infrared camera, so we can find heat signatures.
President Trump has signed a major disaster declaration for the area, and FEMA is now on the ground to assist. But questions remain about the future of the agency. When asked about his plans to phase out FEMA, which he previously said could happen by the end of the year, Trump said this.
Well, FEMA is something we can talk about later, but right now they're busy working, so we'll leave it at that.
Trump also said he will probably visit Texas on Friday, calling the devastation absolutely horrible. Christiane Cordero, ABC News, Washington.
Good morning. Morning Idaho. As the holiday weekend wound down, Ada County received a record number of calls about illegal fireworks. I'm your neighborhood reporter Brady Caskey out in Rocky Canyon, where fireworks started a brush fire on this hillside behind me late 4th of July. Luckily, BLM crews responded before things could get out of hand.
Any public land that there's absolutely no fireworks.
Chad Klein with Boise BLM says having fireworks and lighting them on public lands is illegal. Even so, they still see wildfires started by fireworks this time of year.
We did experience on the 4th an actual fire that was caused by fireworks in the foothills, which poses a big problem, you know, with the WUI that we have up there.
WUI is the wildland-urban interface, essentially areas where the foothills and houses meet. If a fire starts in those areas with the right conditions, they can grow rapidly.
This year we experienced a little bit of rain on the 4th of July, which probably helped quite a bit.
Luckily, with the help of that rain, fire crews were able to catch this fire and keep it small at just over an acre burned. Ada County Dispatch also had an eventful holiday weekend, breaking the record for most reports of illegal fireworks they've ever had, with 364 calls about illegal fireworks and 185 text tips, totaling 549 fireworks-related reports. Despite that, Ada County says they only received 10 fire reports during the holiday, compared to 43 in 2022 and 62 in 2023.
After the 4th of July is really another portion where we see firework fires.
Now that the holiday is over, Chad says folks often make the mistake of lighting their leftovers on public lands. If you start one of these fires, you could face jail time, a massive fine, and even have to pay the cost for firefighters to come put it out. Reporting in the Boise foothills, I'm Brady Caskey for Idaho News 6.
Around 100 Idahoans spent their Independence Day protesting President Trump's big, beautiful bill.
This is our America, if we can keep it.
That bill, aimed at cutting taxes, boosting defense and immigration spending, also reduces funding for social programs and green energy.
We're hoping that today, on 4th of July, to hold our Citizens Town Hall as a throwback to 1776 and 1774 and 1775 and all of those times when our forefathers would gather in pubs and coffee houses and stand up and pontificate about the view and the vision of the United States, of the America going forward. And that's what we're here to do today.
This bill will continue to gut what used to be the United States of America.
I asked organizers what response, if any, they get when they contact representatives' offices to make their voices heard.
We have been denied meetings with the, like, oh, we'll push it out, we'll push it out, we'll push it out. We have not been able to get a meeting with them face-to-face, even when they are in town. We have only been able to meet with their staffers. And any response we've gotten back is it's a form letter. And we know it's a form letter because we all get the same one.
One of the speakers at the protest was Pam Hemphill, who refused a pardon for her activities in the January 6th protest. She recently received a letter from former Vice President Mike Pence commending her for that.
It's been hard to forgive myself for ever being there on January 6th. And I've been doing all I can to speak out against Trump and have people become aware that he's a dangerous narcissist. But it's been difficult because both sides have had a problem with me. I get it. But when he gave me that letter, I turned to my boyfriend and said, "Is this real? Is this real?" And I started crying. It was like, okay, maybe it's time to forgive myself.
From downtown Boise, I'm your neighborhood reporter Keith Burrell for Idaho News 6.
Idaho Fish and Game asks anglers to catch, kill, and keep any walleye they pull out of Lake Lowell. I'm your Idaho Backroads neighborhood reporter Steve Denton. This gives me an opportunity to come check out the fishery and meet some of the anglers that like to come here for recreation.
What I like about Lake Lowell is just the scenery for the most part, but also the bass fishing out here is really good.
Aiden Torres and his family fishes for bass, catfish, and bluegill at Lake Lowell. Aiden hasn't caught any walleye, but he does know about Idaho Fish and Game's request to take advantage of the no-bag limit at this reservoir.
You no longer have to report it. They just want you to take it out of the water, kill it. It's an invasive species attacking our local, our local state fish.
The first one.
According to Idaho Fish and Game, the first report of a walleye in Lake Lowell happened back in 2022. Walleye are native to the Great Lakes region, where it's a popular fishery. However, without the food source walleye have in the Midwest, Idaho Fish and Game has concerns that walleye will prey on salmon, steelhead, and other native fish.
My buddy said they caught a bunch over here, or I think they're on the other dam.
There's a catch, kill, and keep request in the Snake River, the Salmon River, and the Clearwater drainage. As Idaho Fish and Game believes, walleye showed up because someone illegally put them in the water.
Amazing right now.
But for anglers at Lake Lowell, it just adds another opportunity and something they can do to help.
Which is nice.
Aiden Torres's aunt and uncle taught him how to fish, and it's turned into his passion. He looks forward to sharing that knowledge with his children, as it's a family affair at Lake Lowell.
Being out here is, with my family, is the thing that makes it all worth it. And hopefully get these two into it. Just because it's like the old saying goes, you can give a man a fish, you feed him for a day, but teach a man to fish, feed him for a lifetime.
Reports from anglers have helped Idaho Fish and Game deal with this issue, and they still want anglers to report catching walleye up north, but at Lake Lowell, it's just catch, kill, and keep. I'm your Idaho Backroads neighborhood reporter, Steve Dent, for Idaho News 6.
As Steve Dent just mentioned, Lake Lowell is not the only local reservoir concerned about walleye. Fish and Game is keeping a close eye on Lake Cascade. Anglers have filed reports of catching walleye in 2018 and again in 2022. The last time it happened, researchers actually analyzed the fish and were able to determine it wasn't born in Lake Cascade but had been illegally introduced into the water. How it got there is still a mystery, but it doesn't appear that the fish have settled in the same way they have in Lake Lowell. And that's a good thing. Scientists are concerned an influx of walleye could destroy the local fishery. When we get back, President Trump and former ally Elon Musk in a social media feud over the weekend after Musk announced that he's starting a new political party. Details coming up. All right, so we're back 14 minutes past the hour. Let's take a look at your national headlines this morning, everybody. The risk of life-threatening flooding remains high in central Texas today, with more rain on the way. The urgent search for missing people continues following flooding that has killed at least 82 people now. Officials say the death toll is sure to rise, and according to Governor Greg Abbott, more than 40 people are still unaccounted for. President Trump hosting Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu at the White House today as a Gaza ceasefire appears within reach. Delegations from Hamas and Israel are meeting in Doha, and both sides say they are open to a framework for a 60-day ceasefire. The plan could call for the return of hostages and allow the UN to bring aid into Gaza. Keep your fingers crossed there. And the deadline for countries to make a trade deal with the United States or face steep tariffs is coming up in just days. President Trump set July 9th as the deadline for those trade deals. What's unclear is what the president will do if it doesn't happen. He has set deadlines before, only to extend them. When some tariffs kicked in last April, they sparked a sell-off on Wall Street, and the bond market also fell. Since then, almost all goods the U.S. Imports are slapped with a minimum 10% tariff. Stocks, meanwhile, have not only recovered all their losses, but have set multiple new record highs. And inflation, well, it's barely budged, but analysts say if tariffs start to rise again and inflation roars back, those market gains could quickly be erased. Shifting now to an escalating feud between President Trump and Elon Musk, which erupted on social media over the weekend after Musk announced that he is starting a new political party. The president calling the billionaire a train wreck. ABC's Christiane Cordero has the latest.
The feud between President Trump and Elon Musk escalating. Trump calling Musk a train wreck after the billionaire announced he's starting a new political party in the wake of his public split from Republicans, calling it the America Party, saying when it comes to bankrupting our country with waste and graft, we live in a one-party system, not a democracy. In response, Trump saying, I am saddened to watch Elon Musk go completely off the rails. The one thing third parties are good for is the creation of complete and total disruption division and chaos. Musk hitting back, mocking Trump's social media platform, asking, "What's Truth Social?" And referring to the cost-cutting group known as Doge, Musk asking, what the heck was the point of Doge if he's just going to increase the debt by $5 trillion? Despite Musk's claim that the America Party will be on the ballot next year, not everyone in Washington is taking it seriously.
I think it's ridiculous to start a third party. Third parties have never worked, so he can have fun with it, but I think it's ridiculous.
The barb comes as a major trade deadline looms.
I think we're going to see a lot of deals very quickly.
Trump's 90-day pause on those sweeping trade tariffs is set to expire in a matter of days, sparking fear of market whiplash. Major retailers like Amazon launching huge sales ahead of a possible spike in prices. But now the administration is pushing back the original July 9th tariff deadline.
But they go into effect on August 1st. Tariffs go into effect August 1st, but the president is setting the rates and the deals right now.
Overnight, President Trump saying letters will go out today to various countries urging them to finalize trade negotiations. Christiane Cordero, ABC News, Washington.
Hey, Twin Falls, a cool start to the day is going to lead to a hot afternoon with temperatures touching in those 90s. We'll be talking about how even hotter weather is in store for tomorrow. I have all the details you need to know.
Sophia Cruz with the Idaho News 6 forecast.
And everyone, your time right now is 6:19, and I hope you're having a good morning so far. It's Monday, and we're all coming back from holiday breaks. I know it can be a little harder sometimes, especially after a wonderful July 4th weekend. I know we saw those storms roll through Friday, but it led to a really nice Saturday and Sunday. Now, taking a look at Twin Falls, a beautiful start to the day here. Sun's coming up. Temperatures are sitting in those lower 60s. The morning times are the best times to start getting stuff done, especially if you're doing anything outdoors while it's cooler. Because as we head into our afternoon today and through the week, you'll notice it's going to get pretty hot. We have southerly flow really aiding in all of this warm up that we're looking at this afternoon. But the bigger and larger picture that out of the next 2 days is the heat. So when you take a look at our afternoon highs, you've got mid-90s, 97 into Ontario, 98 into Glenns Ferry. In our mountains, you'll still be hovering in those mid-80s, but by tomorrow, it's going to be even hotter. So prepare for heat, especially if you work outside. Make sure you're getting extra water, getting some really those long sleeves too. Some shade breaks are going to be super important, and not leaving any children or pets in hot cars. Throughout our valley floors, we're going to be really exceeding triple digits from Ontario into Glenns Ferry. Our mountains will be hovering in those lower 90s, even 98 possible though into Idaho City. So it's going to be pretty hot. By the time we head into this afternoon, you're not going to notice too many changes on our map just yet. We will look at some changes to come by Tuesday, late evening and into Wednesday. We have some few isolated showers heading into eastern Oregon and into our west central mountains. Very quiet though at this time in the Treasure Valley and Magic Valley. But by Wednesday, we look at a cold front move through. I should say rather so cold front. It's not going to really bring us the coolest weather what we see. It'll bring some nice relief from the triple digits. So as this cool front comes through, this will bring in some gusty winds behind it into our Wednesday. But again, it's going to be mostly heat for us this week. Now, taking a trip further down south where I'm from, Texas, there has been a flood watch issued for this afternoon. So this is still an ongoing situation. And, you know, my heart really just goes out to my home, especially because this is where I'm from. This is where I've grown up. And a lot of these families that are now looking at a big impact from over the weekend are still dealing with the effects today. So just keep our friends and neighbors in your thoughts and minds as you continue through our week. They're looking at some rain move through this area from Fredericksburg upwards towards Waco. So a lot of this heavy rain still incoming. And because they saw heavy rain over the weekend, those soils are very saturated. It wouldn't take a lot of rain to come and cause another flood for this area. Now through our week, we aren't looking at very much rain, but it's going to be heat. That's the story for us. So as you head into Tuesday afternoon, triple digits are expected. It's going to be the hottest day of the week tomorrow. So if you had any outdoor plans, make sure that you're just really being careful out there. That dry heat sneaks up on you really fast, especially because it's nice and sunny at first and you don't really sweat very much, but then you're going to feel not so great later on. By the end of the week, we ended in the lower 90s, but upper 90s are still going to be expected into Saturday. So we're going through a small temperature dive by Thursday, but that heat sticks with us into the weekend. I'll keep you up to date right here throughout your morning, and coming up, I'll also have the latest updates on your roads.
In Myrtle, a health advisory urging caution for people, pets, and livestock on the water this 4th of July weekend. Every year across southern Idaho, when the weather's hot, harmful algal blooms can occur on lakes and rivers, posing health risks to people, pets, and livestock. I'm your neighborhood reporter, Lorian Nettleton. I wanted to bring you out to Myrtle Lake to show you how the health advisory issued is impacting Independence Day celebrations.
Yeah, we had to figure out something else for our kids to do now that we can't swim all day.
Jada and Gustavo have been camping with their family at Myrtle Lake since Tuesday.
Oh, I got a paddleboard for my birthday, and the kids have played on it like the whole time that we've been here. It's been pretty fun.
On Thursday, July 3rd, they were informed that a health advisory was being issued for high amounts of toxin-producing cyanobacteria, also known as harmful algal blooms.
It was just a little scary because we've all been swimming in it already for the past couple days.
The Department of Environmental Quality warns that toxins can be fatal, primarily for pets and children. Symptoms include rashes, nausea, and liver damage. Dogs are likely to become ill first from drinking the water or licking toxins off their fur after swimming. By midday on Friday, July 4th, the lake remained fairly quiet. I talked to one group of people who told me they plan to relocate to Walcott Lake. They didn't want to go on camera, but they told me their weekend plans involved wakeboarding, and they just didn't want to take the risk for their kids or for their pets. These folks told me they still plan to get out on the water, but decided not to let the children swim or wakeboard out of caution. We'll let you know when the Department of Health and Welfare lifts the health advisory. I'm your neighborhood reporter, Lorian Nettleton at Myrtle Lake for Idaho News 6.
Hey, thanks for joining us this morning on Good Morning Idaho, everybody. We've got a lot more in store in our last half hour on this Monday morning. Here's what's still to come from your neighborhood reporters.
We take you to Phase 2 of the Whitewater Park to see surfers ripping up the Expert Wave.
Along Meridian Road, this empty lot may soon be home to a Costco.
Now we'll look outside from the Treasure Valley Chevy Dealers Tower Cam.
Connecting neighborhoods across the Treasure and Magic Valleys, telling stories from within our communities. This is Good Morning Idaho.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Good Morning Idaho. I'm senior reporter Roland Barris. Good to have you along. Still much more to get to from our large team of neighborhood reporters. We get you ready for your brand new week. Our Steve Dent is highlighting Phase 2 of Boise's Whitewater Park, which users say is working now better than ever. This gal surfing is pretty incredible. We'll tell you more about that. Plus, our Brady Caskey shares the proposed addition of another Costco to our area, which would make it the chain's fourth location in the Treasure Valley. More on all this coming up. First, let's get the latest on our weather as we start a brand new week. Sophia Cruz joining us, and we've got really hot temperatures tomorrow, but today?
Today is still going to be hot. Unfortunately, it's going to be less hot than tomorrow, but you'll find that we're going to start running out of ways to say it's hot outside or another day of saying it's actually a little hotter. So that's a lot of what our forecast has been for July. Thankfully, we saw that a nice cool Saturday led to a little bit of a hotter Sunday, but overall, it was a good weekend. I hope you had a good and restful one too. I'm taking you to Twin Falls where the sun is shining, temperature sitting in those lower 60s, but it's a beautiful start to the day. So if you're waking up here, getting that first cup of coffee ready, know that it should probably be iced coffee this week. As we take a look at July overall, our temperature outlook shows that we are looking at hotter than normal temperatures. So we're going to see a heat up right now into July 13th through the 17th. And while we're a little ways away from that, you'll find that today it's going to be some short sleeve weather, especially as you head out for your afternoon and later evening. For breakfast time, that's nice and cool. You've got mid 60s. For lunchtime, mid 80s, which isn't too bad. But as we dive into the afternoon, we're expecting another day of those mid 90s. So plenty of sunscreen today for you. Make sure you're hydrating, taking shade breaks, sunglasses, all the things necessary to help keep you cool into the afternoon. I feel like rolling tomorrow, it'll be our very, very hot day. And then by the end of the week, or even dealing with triple digits, people are going to start thinking upper 90s are just a walk in the park.
Yeah, no question about that. We do have times where we get stretches of 100-degree temperatures in a row. We haven't really had that this year, so that's good news so far. But it's probably coming. Thanks, Sophia. All right, after potential weekend sighting of him here in Idaho, the search continues this morning for Travis Decker, the man suspected of murdering his 3 young daughters. This is what we know. According to a recent release, Travis Decker was possibly sighted in the Bear Creek area of the Sawtooth National Forest. The U.S. Marshals received a tip on Saturday from a family that claims to have seen a person whose description matches Decker's. The family also reported the man they saw didn't respond when spoken to and avoided eye contact. Decker, if still alive, has been on the run for over a month now, and just last week authorities reported that they were switching part of their manhunt to a recovery effort. He's between 5'8" and 5'10" and has extensive wilderness survival and military training. If you see him, contact the U.S. Marshal's office immediately.
Phase 2 of the Whitewater Park has been working better this summer than any other time in its history. I'm your Idaho Backroads neighborhood reporter, Steve Denton. I wanted to find out how surfers are enjoying this massive wave in the heart of Boise.
For me, it's a spiritual feeling.
Annie Chamberlain rips the expert wave at Phase 2 of the Whitewater Park as this provides Annie with a chance to show off her athleticism while finding her zen.
You're going fast. It's the only thing you can think about. You can't be thinking about work, kids, problems, taxes, like all of that goes out the window and you're just there, you're present, you're in the moment, you're in flow.
Phase 2 of the Whitewater Park opened 5 years ago, but the wave has never worked as intended because it created a dangerous hydraulic behind the wave, forcing the wave techs to host monitored sessions in years past.
Oh yeah, this is the best it's ever been. I mean, it's basically like we went from having a food truck that would pull up and you'd get 2 hours of some really tasty bites to having like an all-you-can-eat surf buffet.
And now Phase 2 is working as designed as a family from Phoenix tried their luck at the beginner bottom feature.
Dude, this is awesome to have this in your town, 5 minutes away, 10 minutes away from where you're staying. Ride your bike down here, you can jump in the water on your surfboard, boogie board, or bring your kayak down here. This is awesome.
The middle feature provides a place for kayakers and surfers to progress their skills, as Phase 2 now has something for every skill level. Annie Chamberlain told me she likes the expert wave best at 1,400 cubic feet per second, but she also says that comes down to personal preference. The river is flowing at 1,000 CFS right now, and the wave didn't have a huge line like it has in years past.
It's insane. It's so much fun.
The work this past winter at the expert wave didn't finish up before the water showed up, so there are plans for the city of Boise to do more work this winter. I'm your Idaho Backroads neighborhood reporter, Steve Dent for Idaho News 6.
Local lawmaker Todd Achilles announcing Tuesday that he's stepping down from his current representative position as a Democrat in District 16 to run against longtime U.S. Senator Jim Risch in the 2026 election, but not as a Democrat or a Republican, but as an independent, leaving bipartisan labels behind in his new campaign. Thursday, he told me that through his last few years talking and listening to constituents and fellow lawmakers, running as an independent could best represent Idahoans.
Folks are leaving the parties because they're frustrated. The parties are getting pulled farther and farther into the corners.
Affordability when it comes to housing and higher education is a main focus for Achilles.
And when you look at the laws, I mean, it's getting harder and harder to get by in this country. Economic inequality is at just record levels. And if you're a millennial or Gen Z, it's really hard to get by in this country now, and that's a function of policies made in Congress.
During this year's legislative session, he spoke out against anti-camping legislation and introduced a bill against AI-based rent price fixing. He also advocates for public lands and media. From the state capitol, I'm neighborhood reporter Ali Tripke for Idaho News 6.
Nampa Mayor Debbie Kling has been in office for nearly a decade, but recently announced that she will not be seeking re-election. Shortly after that announcement, Canyon County Clerk Rick Hogeboom announced his intention to get your vote. I'm your Nampa neighborhood reporter Keith Burrell, and I had a chance to speak with Hogeboom about his vision for the future of Nampa. Nampa is experiencing rapid growth, not just residential, but also industrial. Rick Hogeboom, who hopes to become the city's next mayor, tells me projects like the approved Tractor Supply Company distribution center and the denied Sunrock Concrete batch plant should take into consideration compatibility with neighbors.
So those are things that we need to address through the comp plan, which is going to be going through an update. So it's a perfect time to reevaluate the way in which Nampa envisions its future land use map and how it's going to exist. I think needs careful evaluation.
Hogeboom lives in Nampa, has served as a city council member, was once current Mayor Debbie Kling's chief of staff, and currently serves as Canyon County's clerk. Hogeboom has also earned the rare endorsement of Mayor Kling.
And while I don't typically endorse anyone, I am going to stand behind Rick. He is a former city council member with the city of Nampa. As my former chief of staff, I know Rick well. He's a good man. Integrity and character is important, and I think he'll serve the city well.
So far, Rick Hogeboom is the only person to throw their hat in the ring to be the next mayor of Nampa. Applications need to be submitted to City Hall between August 18th and 29th. From City Hall, I'm your Nampa neighborhood reporter Keith Burrell for Idaho News 6.
Meridian Road may soon see a massive new retailer open up right here on the border of Kuna and Meridian. Costco Wholesale. I'm your Kuna neighborhood reporter Brady Caskey, and this would be the 4th Costco warehouse in the Treasure Valley. According to permits filed with the city, the new location would feature a warehouse, gas station with 18 pumps, and a distribution center for delivering large, bulky items like appliances to customers' homes.
Well, for me, it'd be great.
Teresa Collard lives in Century Farm and makes the sometimes 25-minute drive to other Costco locations in the valley.
I know that people are probably concerned about the congestion, but for me, it would be a lot closer to get to it.
The property's parking lot will have 903 spaces and 5 access points for customers, 1 on Meridian Road, 2 on Lake Hazel Road, and 2 on Spire Street.
Traffic is a little crazy around here, so that's the only concern, but honestly, I'm excited. I think it would be really nice for our family to be able to get to a closer Costco.
The plans for this location still need to be approved by the city of Meridian before the project can move forward. Reporting in Meridian, I'm Brady Caskey for Idaho News 6.
It is 20 minutes before the hour. Let's take a look at what's happening in your neighborhood today. Every Monday this summer, it's the Meridian Monday Night Market. Local vendors, food trucks, live music, and more. It's going on from 4 to 9 tonight at Story Park with free parking at the park and the Meridian Speedway. Also going on this evening, you can learn how to create watercolor greeting cards in Boise, hosted by Catalyst Arts Collaborative. Every first Monday of the month, an instructor will walk students step by step through their custom creations, teaching techniques and tricks along the way. Sign-ups available online. It costs $25. And if you are feeling artistic but want to do it for free, Nampa Public Library hosting their Paint and Create Hour. They will provide all the supplies, and you can either take your painting home or enter it in the summer reading art contest. All ages are welcome.
The U.S. labor market stronger than expected in June, adding 147,000 jobs.
The U.S. really is still the brightest spot in the global economy.
The strong gains sent stocks soaring Thursday. The Dow nearing an all-time high and the S&P 500 hitting a new record, soothing nerves among investors worried about a potential economic slowdown due to uncertainty over President Donald Trump's tariff policies. A healthy jobs market also taking some pressure off of U.S. Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell to lower interest rates.
President Trump has been asking him to cut rates. Really hard to argue that you should be cutting rates when the economy is still so very strong.
Yet beneath the top line number, economists are noting some trouble signs hidden in the data. The bulk of the growth was concentrated in just 3 sectors: healthcare, hospitality, and state and local government. But manufacturing employment, a key priority for the Trump administration, is down.
Even if some manufacturing is done here, they're using parts that are made elsewhere, and all of those prices are going up. And I think we're going to start to see that in reduced manufacturing employment.
The report also reveals it's getting more difficult for Americans to find work. The duration of unemployment getting longer, with an increase in the share of people out of work for 27 weeks or more. And while the pace of wage growth rose in June, it was slower than expected. In Washington, I'm Brian Abel.
The College of Western Idaho may be receiving the Ford Idaho Center from the city of Nampa. I'm your neighborhood reporter, Leslie Solis. Nampa Mayor Debbie Kling says the proposed transfer would help with the success of the Ford Idaho Center and take it to the next level.
The city has a limited budget,
The city of Nampa and the College of Western Idaho have been discussing the possibility of an asset transfer, handing over ownership to the Ford Idaho Center to CWI.
The role of a city is not necessarily to provide entertainment. So it will be good with our very tight budget to be able to focus on what our citizens have asked us to, and that is public safety and transportation and streets.
That's why they are proposing to transfer the Ford Idaho Center to the College of Western Idaho. The operating cost for the Ford Idaho Center increased by over $4 million, bringing the total cost to $10.7 million, which Mayor Kling says allows the city to free up resources for essential services.
So CWI is growing fast, 31,000 students, but we also have to think and imagine and design for a school that, as we see growth around us in Idaho, there's a good likelihood we're going to be larger. Think about 40, 50,000 students. And so having the planning flexibility that on a main campus can help us think about the academic programs that are expanding today or new ones that could happen.
CWI President Gordon Jones sees the potential acquisition as a strategic opportunity for the rapidly expanding college. Gordon tells me the college would maintain popular community events while creating new educational programs and career pathways, emphasizing the transfer would not raise property taxes or increase student tuition.
But also that unlocking of planning flexibility as we grow is really important and helpful to us so we can design smartly to serve this community.
In addition to a town hall on July 15th, the public can provide a feedback at a public hearing scheduled August 11th before a vote by Nampa City Council. I'm our neighborhood reporter Leslie Solis for Idaho News 6.
Plenty of sunshine as you wake up, but the heat will slowly build in this afternoon. I'll be showing you how tomorrow is going to be the hottest day of the week, and I'll have all the details for you coming up in the forecast.
Sophia Cruz with the Idaho News 6 forecast.
6:48 is your time, and thanks for starting your Monday morning with us. And I know this Monday may be a little bit harder than others, especially after your July 4th weekend, but waking up, plenty of sunshine, mid-60s. So if you're heading out for that early morning walk or you're getting some breakfast, it's nice and cool out there, and enjoy it while it lasts. We're now getting a southerly flow aloft, which is going to aid in bringing up our temperatures into tomorrow afternoon, and you'll just find that overall our week is going to be pretty hot here. So a lot of the weather story this week is going to be focused around heat and really the sunshine that we're seeing, but southerly flow is aiding in that. Now, today we're not getting as what we'll see into tomorrow afternoon, but it's still pretty hot out there. You've got mid-90s along your valley floors, 97 into Ontario, 98 over in Glenns Ferry, mid-80s following you into those east and west central mountains. And by tomorrow afternoon, we are going to be reaching towards those triple digits in our valley floors. So from Glenns Ferry all the way upwards towards Ontario, even Baker City, we're hovering well above those triple digits. If you're in our mountains, you'll see those lower 90s. But again, just make sure that you're taking extra precautions, especially after the cool weekend we had. Hydrate, wear sunscreen, take shade breaks if you work outside. We look at a really clear start to the day and a clear afternoon ahead, so no clouds in sight. Not going to really help if you work outside or if you're planning to do any outdoor activities today. By tomorrow, there's not very much change on our map. We do look at some isolated showers bubble up from Baker City into those west central mountains late Tuesday night, and then we have a nice cold front that moves through by Wednesday afternoon. This will aid in some gustier conditions for that afternoon, but it'll also bring us a nicer cool down into Thursday. So while our weather here is pretty quiet, I do want to just touch on what's going to go down south, because I am from Texas, and while I'm here in Idaho, my heart's down here this week, especially as there's really those flood watches still continuing and ongoing into this afternoon. Caryville is where Mystic Camp is, so again, just think about our friends and neighbors down here, especially those families whose lives were changed this weekend and those who are still rebuilding their communities into this week. They are still looking at a bit of rain to move through today, so from Fredericksburg upwards towards Killeen, Waco, still some strong storms rolling through this area, so wouldn't be surprised if they even see a flood watch into tomorrow, especially because their soil is so saturated. It wouldn't take a lot for there to be another area of flood again. Now into tomorrow afternoon, we are going to be dealing with a lot of heat here, so while we don't look at much rain this week, it's going to be a pretty hot one to tomorrow. Again, by the middle of the week, you do look at a small little cool down from that cold front that comes through Wednesday evening. That'll bring us to the upper 80s, but by the weekend, 97 is back on Saturday, so start bracing yourself for the heat, and if you have a freezer, you're going to want to start standing in it pretty soon, especially into tomorrow afternoon. All right, let's go ahead and get you ready for your Monday morning commute now.
The Idaho News 6 traffic report is brought to you by Champion Windows.
6:51 is your time. We're giving you a look of downtown where the sun is shining. It's Monday, and I know a lot of this, well, today's Monday morning commute is going to be a little bit harder, especially after the holiday break, but we'll get through it together. Overall, it's a pretty quiet start to our morning. You'll run into a little stop and go on I-84, especially on West Chinden Boulevard if you're heading in that direction. As far as the rest of the area, if you're going anywhere down south from Melba, Murphy, looks pretty quiet there. And then you are looking at a little bit of stop and go as you make your way into that eastbound lane on Karcher Road.
In this morning's GMA First Look, one family is speaking out after a dream vacation in paradise turned into a nightmare. The Slough family from Texas were excited for their 10-day vacation to the Bahamas, posing for this group photo. But moments later, on day one of their trip, a frightening accident. Brett Slough sharing his experience from a hospital in Florida as his wife Whitney flew back to the Bahamas to get their daughters.
And I'm about 20 feet from the shore. And suddenly I feel something hit me, and it's like I feel a thump, thump. I immediately knew that I was hit by a boat.
The 42-year-old husband and father's body was sliced by a boat's propeller.
You wouldn't expect a boat to be that close to shore either, so I was completely caught off guard.
And coming up at 7 a.m., more of our interview with the family. With your GMA First Look, I'm Stephanie Ramos, ABC News New York.
And we're back, everyone. Starting to wrap things up on a Monday morning, 5 minutes before the hour. And in case you missed it, here are the top stories that we're following from our neighborhood reporters. 4th of July has come and gone, and by and large without major incident, thank goodness. Ada County Dispatch did see a record number of illegal fireworks reports over the weekend, but despite that, only 10 fire reports compared to 62 back in 2023. Doesn't hurt that we got a little rain on the 4th of July. Also, a health advisory has been issued for Myrtle Lake after high levels of a toxic plant were detected just before the 4th. Some lakegoers changing their plans over the weekend, and the Department of Health and Welfare will announce when the advisory is lifted. And our Steve Dent checks out phase 2 of Boise's Whitewater Park after some key upgrades have left users saying it's the best it's ever been. You can learn more about all of these stories on our website, idahonews6.com.
Now, the Out the Door forecast, brought to you by Pella Windows and Doors.
Hey, 6:56 is your time, and as you head outside, make sure you're wearing short sleeves this afternoon and shorts, caps, anything that can help keep you cool. Also, if you work outside, maybe long sleeves too and a lot of sunscreen. But by the morning, lower 70s in the 9 a.m. as we get ready for the rest of the day. By 1 o'clock, we'll be sitting in those upper 80s. We'll head into those mid 90s by this afternoon and evening, and this is a mere warm up for the triple digits that are on the way for tomorrow. So if you want to read more about the forecast, you can head on over to idahonews6.com. Otherwise, let's get you ready for your morning commute.
The Idaho News 6 traffic report is brought to you by Champion Windows.
6:57 is your time. We're giving you a live look of downtown. The sun is shining. Those commuters are heading out and probably thinking, oh gosh, it's Monday. And if you had a fun holiday weekend, it is Monday. So we're getting back now into that workflow, which can be a little bit harder after the holidays. But either way, we're getting through it together. Right now, it's looking pretty quiet overall. We haven't seen too much change this morning. And just to give you a good look out there, Broadway Avenue picking up a bit if you're heading on I-84. And then also Linder Avenue, another quiet stop. But a few cars also heading out for my CUNA drivers. So I'll keep you up to date on your roads as you head throughout your morning. But the good news is, Roland, it's Monday and it's a new start to the week, but it's really hard to tell people it's a Monday and be happy about it, especially after a fun holiday weekend. And we saw some nice storms on Friday and then a cool afternoon Saturday.
Right, and the hot weather is really going to hit tomorrow. But you know what I love working with Sophia about is when you get excited about something, you really go full on into it. And I know you want to try this. This is the next thing on your plate, isn't it?
Yes, it is. And we've been talking about how badly I've been waiting for my elbow to heal so I can go back to skateboarding. Right. But I also want to try this out. I have a wetsuit that I got and I've been waiting to use it.
Really?
And yeah, I did.
You got to get out there. I mean, honestly, I know it's not easy. You're going to fall a bunch of times, but you'll be in the nice cold river and man, with weather like tomorrow, you'll need to be someplace like that.
Yeah, it's either there or my freezer. So
we'll see you tomorrow.